Is this working? Alright, there we go. Finally. Alright, I can talk now. Alright, wow. This took way too long to work. Hello, Noida. Wow. This took way too long for me to set up. Okay, anyway. Enough about me complaining about how difficult this is to set up. Wow, even though that took way too long for me to do. So like I said today, I'm doing a waifu tier list. I'm not doing... I got a question, yeah? What's the question? A weird one at that. Yeah. Don't judge me, okay. Any times to not be a porn addict? What do you... Hold on. Any times to not be a porn addict? Hold on, what does that mean? I don't get it. Oh, any tips to not be a porn addict? Okay. Wow, strong question starting off the stream already. But, alright. Any tips to not be a porn addict? Alright, here's a small tip from me personally, right? Unironically, go work out. Unironically. Okay, the easy way to say this is, the meme way to say this, the meme way to say this is touch grass, but unironically, just like go out, like, for a while, and then, I don't know, maybe whatever you can do in your vicinity, right? Wherever you live, right? That is helpful for you right now, just go out and then, I don't know, maybe go take a walk. Unironically, if you are too sick to like jog or do exercise right now, unironically, just go outside, take a short walk, and then just like sit down in the park. Don't touch your phone, don't do anything, just look outside and then just take in the view. Just like let your mind flow free. Because the reason why, like, you are addicted, you're not exactly addicted to porn, you're addicted to like the internet, and you need that rush whenever, like, you are online. You need that instant, dopamine hit to keep your brain, like, active. But what you need to do now, right, is you're trying to get rid of that dopamine addict. So what you need to do is, unironically, just go outside and just let your mind slow down a little bit. When your mind slows down, right, you realize, just how much, hey, you don't feel as horny anymore. Is like, my tip personally, at least. It's helped me in the past, and it's helping me now as well. Like, just keep yourself preoccupied. Like, if you don't have anything to do right now, right, or you feel very lazy to do anything right now, do some stuff that doesn't make you as lazy, I guess, is my personal tip. Because porn addiction isn't something you can overcome very easily. It's kind of like, okay, this is a very bad comparison. Don't quote me on this, but it's kind of like smoking in a way, where you cannot, like, oh, there's an instant, like, there's an instant fix to that. You kind of have to gradually get rid of it over time. Because it's not something that you can just easily take out of your life. You have to, like, gradually remove it out of your life. Like, okay, let's say today you... Okay, I'm gonna throw you into the deep end of the pool, and I'm gonna... Real talk, alright? Real talk, adult to adult talk here, right? If you want to get rid of your porn addiction, start by getting yourself off the phone. Start by getting off the internet. Once you get off the internet, right, you will slowly like, realize how much, you don't really need porn anymore in your life. Or if the phone is something that's very important to you, maybe you're working, maybe, you're constantly getting messages, maybe you are, like, someone who has to constantly be online, right? Try to find something productive to do while you're on the phone. Like, not games per se, not games. Maybe what I like to do on my phone, right, is I'm a bad drawer, so whenever I have free time, I like draw on my phone. Like, I just download like any, like, easy app that helps me draw, and I just draw to, like, keep my mind busy. Or if I want to, like, if I have to look at my phone, right, I look at it and then, maybe do some writing, maybe do some practice creative writing. Or, you know, think of what my next project is going to be. I watch other YouTubers for inspiration for my next YouTube project. Anything besides that doesn't have to do with, you know, pornography or anything sexual like that. Anything that can keep you away from any kind of imagery or anything like that is good. That's good. But it's very difficult to do it without getting rid of your phone first. It's really, really, you know, a trial by fire kind of deal, if that makes sense. Basically, delete Google. Kinda, yeah, kind of. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, it basically boils down to, you know, just unironically touch grass. That is the fastest and easiest way to get rid of your porn addiction. I mean, it's a good question to start the stream. It's definitely, what? It definitely threw me off guard, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a good question, I guess, yeah. Anywho's, boys, anywho's. Gentlemen, today I'm going to have some really, really spicy takes. I'm gonna be dissing so many people's, waifus in this stream. I am going to make so many people mad in this stream. Oh, what? Hold on, let me read this. My brother will like this info. Okay, interesting. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps, even if, like, you know, it's just a small help. Anyway, I'm gonna be dissing a lot of people's waifus on this stream, and I'm going to make a lot of people mad. But I don't care. I genuinely don't care. But anyway, so I'm not gonna go through the entire list because look at this. Look at this list, man. Look at this. You cannot tell me to sit here and then rate every single one. I will go through every single one of them eventually, but not like in one stream. Because that is actually gonna what? Actually gonna send me into a comatose. So I'm going to do maybe 20 operators this stream. If we go through them and I'm feeling like it, maybe I'll do 30 operators. And if I'm, you know, really, really getting into it, maybe I'll even do 40 operators. But let's start off with 20 first, and then we'll go from there. So let's start with OG operators first. Let's start with OGs first. So, Hoshiguma. As a waifu. Okay. Actually, I should go through my criteria. What do I consider a waifu, right? What do I consider personally as a waifu? What makes the list for a waifu? I like the one with red eyes, black hair, and cat ears. Oh, Blaze? Yeah, that one. Red eyes, cat ears. Hold on, where is it? There's a lot. Red eyes, black hair. I think blue eyes, man. Alright, so let me go through what I consider to be waifu first, alright? So, waifu, they have to be able to, if they're going to be your waifu or, you know, wife, right, they have to be able to, like, you know, help you and support you in a way, kind of like, hold on, let me put on some BGM music. I don't want this to just be me talking. So tell me if the BGM is a little too soft or a little too loud, because I can't hear it from my end. So, what do I consider to be waifu material? They have to be able to support you or help you, or, you know, be able to be someone that is, you know, can support you in life, basically, in a way. And they have to be able to be you have to be able to give something back in return, basically. So it cannot be like, you know, oh, I like her because she's, like, you know, nonchalant or crazy. Like, yeah, you can like them for personal taste, but in a general sense, right? This is going to be very biased on my end, but they have to be able to, like, you know, support you and you support them, and, you know, they have to be reliable, and bonus points if they can cook. So that's gonna be my tier list. Maybe I'll write this down later in the stream if more people join, but for now that's going to be what the general consensus. Maybe we'll add on more later on as time goes on. So let's see, Hoshiguma. Let's start with Hoshiguma. So let's start with her positives first. Positives, she's she's a police officer. She's a bodyguard. She can protect you. Literally, she's 7 foot tall, and she can literally be a body shield for you if you ever, like, get in danger. She is she plays the middleman. She's very she's a straight man in a lot of situations, like especially in the stories where Squire and Shen get into a lot of fights. She's always the one that has to, like, you know, break up the fight. So she's very, how do you say? She plays the straight man a lot. What else? What else can I say about her? She's very protective of her teammate, especially if you go through her dialogue and her bond lines. She's always like, you know, the one that has to like, you know, protect others rather than, you know, others protecting her. I would say, okay, that alone, pros alone, I would probably put her in a high A tier. High A tier in terms of waifus. I think this is a pretty good start, but let's talk cons now. What are her cons? She broke the 1.8 million piano. Straight A. That's true, that's true, that's fair enough. 1.8 million piano. Jeez, man. It's so expensive. What else? What else can I say about her? What else can I say about her? She's... Okay, what about the cons? What cons can I think of? Let's be fair, because I don't want to be, like, you know, too biased. Even though this is a very biased list. Okay. Quite a heavy drinker. And she's the kind that, you know, likes to bring others to drink with her. Like, obviously it's meant to be, like, you know, in good spirit, right? Like, she's meant to be someone who can, what's the word am I looking for? She's meant to be she's the person that likes to, like, you know, start a party. She's the very charismatic one in a party, and she'd usually be the one to, like, you know, bring you into, like, you know, to bring you... the one who brings you to see all her other friends. She's the one who introduces you to the friend groups. And she's a very charismatic, and she's very, like, you know, headstrong. Yeah, I almost see no downsides to her. I genuinely can't find. OMG tier list? Yes, indeed, a tier list. We are doing tier list today, boys. I genuinely am having a very hard time finding any cons about her. What can I say? What can I say that's bad? What can I say that's bad about her? Oh, hold on. It's so difficult. You know what? Let's leave her in A tier for now. Let's leave her in A tier, and then if we go through the others, then we'll, like, you know, see how it goes. Alright, so for now, I think Hoshiguma can stay in A tier. Next, Saria. The deadbeat dad, as as the community knows her. Now, very again, same thing, very reliable, very calculated, very cold, and very, like, you know, straightforward. Again, also very, very strong. I look forward to what waifus and husbandos you like. You're gonna see a very biased tier list very, very soon, don't worry. Yeah, you're gonna see a very biased tier list very, very soon. I think, like, you know, the thumbnail itself speaks for itself. Like, she's the dad, she's obviously, like, why are you talking now? What do you mean, what am I talking? I've been talking this whole time. Why are you talking now, not early this morning? Oh, when I use that model, right, I don't talk in the morning. When I use that model, I don't talk. Basically, to put it simply, that's why. There's a lot of, detail to it, but, you know, I don't really feel like getting into it. 3-punch and Jesselton gun, exactly. She's very strong, she's very reliable as well. And, you know, she's canonically, you know, the dad to Ifrit. Where's Ifrit? Where's Ifrit here? Ifrit. Wow, this is a very, very hard to find her. Wait, there's no Ifrit. Okay, I'll find her later. However, there are I can say some bad things about her. She's very calculative, and she's very, like, you know, straightforward. She's not one to, like, you know, hold back her words, and, you know, if she doesn't like something, she'll tell you straight up. Which I guess to some people, they like, you know, someone who's honest with them, and, you know, someone who, like, you know, will tell you something is up. But I guess, but on the other hand, you know, some people prefer, you know, you, like, you know, are not so cold and not so calculative all the time. So there's like, you know, ups and downs to it, I guess. In terms of wife, she can cook. We've definitely seen her do it before, and it's definitely possible. I mean, she's canonically a dad, and she's, you know, definitely has wife energy, but... Okay, not wife energy. Okay, I'm gonna put her in B tier. Just because she doesn't radiate wife energy, she radiates dad energy. I think that's a fair, I think that's a fair, place to put her. Just below Hoshiguma. I think this is fair so far. Alright, next. Cardboard. What can we say about cardboard? Okay, unironically, okay, hold on. Before we talk about cardboard, let's get rid of the... Oh my god, Scotty! Scotty's on stream! Scotty's on stream! She's there, oh my gosh, guys, insane! Okay, what do we know about her? That besides the fact that, you know, she's a Seaborn, she punches hard. Cardboard? Yeah, the joke is that her personality is a cardboard. But point is, okay, I'm not talking about Scotty Alter. Scotty Alter has some personality. She's like, you know, the world destroyer and, you know, the world eater and all that. Guys of cringe, yeah, sure. But what do we know about her? Like, she's definitely like, you know, she's very hard to communicate with. Like, she's not like someone that, you know, you can like... she's not a straightforward person. She likes to do things her own way. We've seen that in, you know, literally the first event with Scotty in it. She's very quiet and she's very like, you know, she doesn't talk to her teammates a lot, and she's not someone you can easily like, you know, understand. You have to put in the effort if you want to like understand her. She's not a good cook. Yeah, she's not a good cook. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen Scotty cook. We've never seen Scotty cook either. She's not a good cook, straight S. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, fam. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm not gonna lie. She's very strong. That means she can protect you. But the thing is, she probably won't even be there like half the time. She wouldn't even be there to protect you half the time because, like, you know, she's wrapped up in her own world. Is the problem here? But you know, to be fair, it's not her own fault, not entirely at least her own fault, that, you know, she's like that. But at the same time, would she make a good wife? You have to work hard. You have to work very, very hard to make her work. You have to make her... She's very emotionless, exactly. You have to work very, very hard if you want to make Scotty a wife. Make it an S? Alright, I'll compromise, alright? I was gonna put her in E, just because, like, you know, she's very difficult. She's a very difficult woman to work with. But... Alright, how about this? I'll put her in C for now. But I feel like she's gonna drop from the tier list very, very fast. I'm just gonna tell you guys that right now. I do not think that Scotty will remain in C for very long, just because of how much more wife energy the rest of the list is. Okay. Schwartz. She's okay, Schwartz. Literally a bodyguard. Okay. Why is this way more stressful than democratic? I don't know. But how about what can we say about Schwartz? Literally a bodyguard, literally trained from as a child to, like, you know, protect others, and then we've never seen Schwartz cook either. We don't know if she can cook. But then again, she's like, you know, literally with Ceylon, which means she has very good instinct if you are in danger, and if you are in the world of, like, you know, Arknights, right? Your life is definitely going to be in danger 99.9% of the time. I think Schwartz as a waifu. Where do we want to put her as a waifu? She literally chased and tried to kill us when the first time she sees us. Yeah, but no, okay, think about it this way, right? If she was this dedicated to chasing you because she realized that Ceylon might be in danger, when, you know, she first saw us, right? Her literal first instinct was to protect Ceylon. Now imagine in the reverse scenario where she assumed that you were in danger, right? And then she immediately went out and then, you know, chased the person that was about to, you know, hunt you down. Okay, but even in that scenario, that's not exactly the greatest thing ever. Because then, like, you know, she would literally go out and, you know, hurt anyone that could potentially be a threat to you, even though that person could just be, like, you know, a friend pulling a prank on you, or worse, your relative. Again, she's not very, how do I say, she's not very good when it comes to, like, you know, hanging around with the locals, or, like, you know, in general, just, like, you know, being around people. Alright, you know what? This is why I have this out here. So let's go through, like, some of her voice lines. Maybe that'll change my mind. Let's see, where's Schwartz? Schwartz. Let me just pull up the name. Schwartz. There we go. Between Ceylon and us doctor, she would definitely choose Ceylon. Yeah, definitely. I made an itinerary you can confirm with me. When she should do not send someone who lives amongst the shadow. Or someone telling me if your secrets either. I'm a bodyguard, it's my duty to protect you, daughter. Not to be your chat buddy. If you want to talk, find someone else. Stop turning to me. Find someone else and stop turning to me like Lady Ceylon does. My expertise, killing and protecting others. Oh, and making tea. Don't be so shocked. After all, Lady Ceylon is... You know, I'm good at that. Okay, she can make tea. She can make tea. That's something. So she's clearly someone who's not very well adjusted to society. And, you know, she's, you know, born to be a bodyguard. And that's her first and foremost job. Okay. I think, just because of her obsession with Lady Ceylon, I think I'll put her in maybe D or E tier. Just because she would definitely be, you know, more obsessed with Ceylon than she is with us. She's an assassin? Yeah, exactly. So, again, not very well adjusted to society. Not very what? Alright, you know what? I'll make a tier just for her. Below S. Ceylon. Tier. Just for her. There you go. I think that's fair. A tier just for her. Alright, who's next on the list? Who's next? Helliger. Alright. Would he make a good husband? Okay, assuming that we were married to him, he's very... How do we say? Okay, if Helliger was a husband, I'd imagine him to be the... What's the word? The strong, silent type. Like, he definitely cares about you. Like, he definitely, like, you know, wants you to be safe. But he doesn't, like, you know, show it on his face. 44 years of combat experience, exactly. Like, you know, those old vets? Like you'd see in those movies that, like, you know, they don't talk a lot. They clearly care about you. And they clearly want the best for you. But they don't know how to express themselves just because they've been in a war-torn environment for a long time. Oh, and wait. He's great with kids, too. Because his whole dream was to, like, you know, open up a clinic to for children, to protect to help children with oreopathy. So obviously, you know, he's someone who's, like, you know, great with kids. What can we say about him? He's definitely a great husband. Like, he's very cold, he's very quiet, he's the cold, quiet type. But he's great with kids. I assume that means that he would be, you know, a decent cook as well. Or at least, you know, he's good with medicine, which means if he sees a kid that's hurt... Okay, maybe not good with food, because we don't know that for sure. But he definitely would be great with, like, you know, medicine, which means that if your, you know, kid was sick, he'd be the first to know it. He's a strong contender, I won't lie, despite the fact that he's very quiet. Alright, I think I'll put him in A tier. Like, maybe above Hoshiguma. There you go. Alright, right now, Helliger goes into A tier. What else? Magellan. A? Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, I kind of want to put him in S. I kind of want to put him in S tier. Not gonna lie. I kind of want to. But I don't know, I feel like, you know, there's just like, I need that push. I need that push. Bro, that's too high? I mean, okay, the thing is, he has a lot of things. Okay, where would you put him? Where would you put him if you know, had to make this list? B? B, 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 B. I don't know, I feel like, you know, he's a little higher than B. High B, maybe? Okay, how about this? I think he deserves A. I really think he deserves A, because he definitely cares about you, and, you know, but he just doesn't know how to show it affectionately. He's good with medicine, and he's great with kids. I don't know, I really do think that he deserves his A tier. Maybe, you know, okay, for now he stays in A tier, but maybe my mind will change later on. Because right now it's still very early in the tier list. We're literally only gone through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 operators. I think maybe my mind will change later on. But I think for now he stays in, what? A tier, just for now. Alright, Magellan. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know enough about Magellan myself. I feel like I need to, like, what? Before I judge her, I need to look up what Magellan myself, just to be sure. So let's go see Magellan real quick. Look through her audio, see what she says about hers. I will stay with you until the next expedition, Doctor. If you need me by my side, do not be afraid to call upon me boldly. Let's see. Okay, let's put on her voice. Which one am I looking for here? Alright. Oh, that might be too loud for me. Hello? Okay, so our voice lines are just not loading at all. What's up with that? She's an E for me? I mean, okay, I think E is too okay, I think E is too cruel. Come on, man, let's be real. Like, she's not that bad. Not that bad. Like, yeah, she does it. She's very bland as a character, but I don't think she's E. You said anything new recently? I haven't worked on any new research equipment for a long time. Let me disturb you on Mayor. Or let me let you in on a secret on what happens when you disturb Mayor. Oh, you've already been bitten. Okay, she's very like what? She's very headstrong about experimentation, and, you know, she's very like, you know, one note with her character. My drones and Mibu, Sisyphus and Krikika are not controlled the same way. There's no limit to the types of uses and they can have. However, there's currently a new system under development. It will be ready soon. I'm looking forward to using it. Tiny gardener, the tiny flower, that was iffy for the tiny gardener and the tiny flower growing under the tile with no one to care for it. That was Iffy's favorite story to read, perhaps due to how she can relate to it. However, she seems to have forgotten the book here. Odd. North Pole is a bit scary. You should go there with me. Let me head there together with you, okay? She's very research heavy. She talks a lot about research, but not enough about herself for me to, like, you know enough if she would be, like, you know, a good wife. Okay, if Magellan was your wife, she'd definitely be the type to, like, you know, go out and explore a lot. She'd definitely be the type to, like, what? go around and, you know, find some stuff to do, or maybe like, you know, she'd definitely be the type where, like, you know, every other day she has like a new idea or a new experiment that she wants to work on, and either you go along with her experiments, or, you know, you're a stay-at-home dad. This is difficult. Like, I don't want to just drop her for no reason. But at the same time, I really am struggling just to find anything that I can say about her. That's, you know, not just, you know, oh, she's a researcher. Maybe I should play more of her story to understand her better. Even from a gameplay perspective, she's very, like, you know, she cares more about her drones than, you know, her characters. In terms of gameplay as well, like, there's not a lot that we can say about her. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put her down with Scotty in D tier for now. I think that's a decent place to put her, because there's not enough I know about her that would make her, like, you know, what would make her a good waifu. Like, if she was your waifu, right, she'd definitely go around researching the planet a lot. Which, if you like exploring, that might be a good thing, but if you don't, then that's kind of like, you know, she just has nothing going for her. So I think I'll put her in D tier for now. Alright, next. Oh boy, alright. Now we're getting spicy. Now here comes the spicy takes. Alright, spicy takes. I know how many people like this character. I know just how many people like the blue woman. Okay. She's a very loose cannon. I'll say that straight up right now. She's a very loose cannon. Wanted criminal, exactly. She's a loose cannon, and there's like... Even in, like, you know, when you promote her to E2, she tells you that, you know, you don't mind if I go all out, right? You don't mind if I literally destroy this building, right, Doctor? You don't mind if I just, like, you know, destroy this whole entire city all on my own. She's a loose cannon, for one. She was so, like, you know, she's such a loose cannon that she literally needs, like, someone else to babysit her. Or, you know, to be fair, they're babysitting each other, let's be real. Okay, from a gameplay perspective, right? She helps the team in a very unorthodox way, and I imagine in your marriage life she's going to be like that as well. Like, she's helpful to you, but she does it in a very roundabout way. She never, like, tells you straight up. She just, like, you know, implies something, or, like, you know, she kind of, like, hints at it, and then you have to guess it out. It's always... If you like a type of relationship where, like, you know, you're always on your toes and you always, like, find something new to do, right? That Mostima might actually be, you know, an S tier waifu for you. If you like that kind of relationship where, like, you know, you're always having surprises in your life. You're always, like, you know, on your toes. You're always going places and you're always finding something new to do, right? You might consider Mostima a interesting waifu, if nothing else. But if not, then no. That's just an example. That's just an example. But if not, right, then you might not consider her as high. But the thing is, she is reliable. Like, in the few moments where she does, like, you know, she's not bullshitting and she's not, like, you know, she's not, like, messing around with Fiametta or Exusiai, right? She does care about her team. You know, she's just like that, how do I say? She's the older sister among them, right? That, like, you know, just, like, wants to have a good time, just chillax, and she doesn't want to, like, you know, settle down just yet. As a waifu... Alright, hold on. I want to check one thing. C tier, yeah, I think C tier would be a decent spot for her. I do want to check one thing before I confirm her here in C tier. I just want to check one small thing. Her voice line when you retreat. What does she say? Added to squad, depart, deployment, in battle. I guess I don't get this whole teamwork thing after all. Yeah, you see, she's a lone wolf. She likes to be alone and she likes to work, by herself. Off topic, but okay. Alright, let's look at Blaze. Blaze. Very caring. Okay, she's everything Mostima is, but take out the part where, like, you know, she's unreliable. Blaze is very reliable, at least more reliable than Mostima, so already she's higher up than Mostima. What else can I say about her? She's very strong. And she's very reliable. Even in gameplay perspective, she's the one that always like holds the front line on her own. She's, you know, wine cap, as everyone calls her. She likes to party and she's very charismatic and she's definitely understands social norms. Hell, even in like her backstory, she was the one that, you know, took care of Amiya for a while when Amiya was young. As a waifu, I feel like she and Mostima shares a lot of traits that are similar to one another. But she's just more reliable. She can carry us through buildings S no matter what. Yeah, that's true. She's very what? Okay, I think. Okay, let me go through her voice lines real quick. I just want to go through one voice line. Where is she? Blaze. There she is. Okay. What does she say? The reason I work for Rhode Islands is because I've got nowhere better to be. Naturally, I gotta be honest. I can't think of any place better than here. The pay is good, the medical treatment's cutting edge, and I've even got a little cute rabbit. It's just brilliant. What could there be better? Okay, I think okay, unironically, for now at least, I think she might be our first S tier. Okay, I think she might just be our first S tier. Because, at least from the way her voice lines and the way her backstory, right? She's reliable, she's caring, and she's good. She's even good with kids. Like literally, she had a whole backstory where, like, she, there was a kid that was like afraid to go for like some surgery or some operation, and she was literally the one to like cheer her up. So I think she deserves it. I think Blaze deserves S tier, at least for now. Like, I see no reason to not put her in S tier, at least for now. Yeah, okay, I think I'm happy with this so far. Blaze is very good, very, very strong, very good. Strong S tier. It's gonna take a lot to like drop her. Okay, this guy. Do I even need to say anything? Do I even need to say anything? Yeah, I think that's a fair tier. Do I even need to say anything? Like, yeah, I get it that, his whole thing was that, he creates drugs to, like, survive and stuff. But even in his voice, he literally attacks his allies. What more do I need to say? Like, yeah, he buffs his allies, but before he buffs you, you have to, like, literally hurt your allies in order to, like, get the buff. I think this is a decent tier for him, at least for now. Because I don't see any reason to, like, push him up to... what's the word? Any higher than this. Yes, self-harm. Yeah, he literally hurts your allies in order to, like, buff them. Like, imagine that in a relationship. Like, he gives you positive vibes, but at the same time, he literally, like, hurts you in order to, like, get those positive vibes. He's, like, negative positive. I think this is a fair tier for him. Jingliu, yeah, literally. Yeah, I think this is a good tier. I think that's a fair tier for him. Alright, let's look at Nian. Oh boy, alright. Okay, Nian. A lot of people like Nian as well. Okay, outside of the bean meme, what else do we really know about Nian? Like, yeah, she has a whole... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read enough about, like, what? The Soy siblings' stories to know enough about her. But just from initial impressions, right? Just from initial impressions, we know that she's an engineer. And we know that she's someone who is very... she can cook. She can definitely cook. She definitely has cooking abilities. Anyway, it looks like a teammate, but they're first. Yeah. Lame look at this grinding. Okay, she's not a cook. Her brother's a cook. But their cuisine, it's no kick to it. How can they eat that flavorless baby food? Listen, spice is the way of life. Once you taste a little pleasant pain and feel that explosive heat on your tongue, you realize what you've been missing all this time. Blacksmithing may just be a regular old occupation, but it was part of early civilization. It'll keep metallurgy well and alive, even if everything else die out. That's the future I chose for myself long ago. And you've made important choices before, haven't you? Don't ever go back on them. Stay true to the end and see it through. That's what it means to complete something. I don't know, she's a very difficult person to rank. She's very how do I say, she's very mysterious for an operator. She's not an easy person to talk about either. Like, there's a lot of, like, nuances behind her. Not to mention she's very old and ancient as well. I think I'll put her in B tier for now. I think this is a fair tier for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8 operators done so far. Okay, that's not bad. We're making good pacing. So B tier for Nian for now. I think later on we could probably adjust this list, but for now I think I'll keep them here. I think this is a fair place to put them. Alright, Chen. Very headstrong, very straightforward, and very duty-driven. She's clearly been brought up in, like, you know, she's clearly brought up with the idea that, you know, she mission first and then, you know, everything else later. I found the name of my favorite character. Hey, good for you. She's definitely someone who's, like, you know, very headstrong and very straightforward. It's Melantha? Hold on. Melantha. Where is she? It's Melantha or something. Melantha. I know who you're talking about. Let me go ahead and find her. There she is. There's our girl. Melantha. This girl. She's literally the person that carried everyone in the early game. Literally the the MVP of all early game accounts. Very reliable, very strong, and very self-sustaining. Literally, a jack of all trades. I think, okay, we can talk about Melantha later, of course, but for now at least, I think Chen Chen, I think Chen. She's very reliable, she's very strong, reliable. I'm not sure if she can cook. She's very, what? She'll definitely protect you. She has that mom energy vibe as well. She's definitely not the person that, you know, likes to make small talk, which means it's very hard to talk to her if, you know, you have problems in your life. She's definitely the kind of person that, you know, would like to solve them on her own rather than, you know, solve them together with you. I'm thinking A tier. I think A tier is fair. I think A tier is a good place to put her for now. Alright, Melantha can wait a little bit before we go to her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, okay, 10. And done, 10 more to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's get this. Alright, KOB. KOB. She's good. Don't get me wrong, she's good. But as a wife, you're definitely gonna be pulling a lot of the baggage if she's your wife. I'm thinking C tier. She grew up in a very rough environment, and she's very, like, you know, she's not someone who can talk a lot. I think that as a character, you definitely have to, like, you know, pull a lot of weight if you want to make her work with you. Which, if you don't mind doing that kind of stuff, then, you know, she might be a girl for you. But from a general perspective, I'm thinking C tier alongside Mostima. Alright, Bagpipe. Talks to you a lot, literally, talks to you a lot, literally talk about, you know, how she likes you. She works with the team, very strong. She used to be a Victorian soldier. There's literally everyone in the ARKNIGHTS community considers, like, her, you know, Bagpipe wife. I think this is a straight up S tier. There's literally no competition here. Alright, Melantha. 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 What do we say? What can we say about Melantha? Melantha. I mean, she's very good, but her story is very, what do we say? There's not enough story that I know of that I can, like, you know, confidently put her in a tier that I'm happy with. She's very good, but at the same time, because I don't know enough about her, I feel like putting her in, like, A tier, like, doesn't do justice. Like, she definitely is not at the same rank as these guys. But putting her in B tier, I think B tier works as well. S tier? I mean, maybe. I mean, okay. In terms of, like, you know, gameplay, definitely. But in terms of, like, you know, as a character, she looks like Leona. Yeah, kinda. She does. S. I'm sorry, Chief, but I think she's gonna stay in B tier. Like, unlike Valonia, right? We don't know enough about her to, like, you know, put her any higher than B tier, unfortunately. Like, if she was cooler, then if she had, like, you know, a more interesting or more in-depth backstory, I would definitely put her higher. But at least for now, I think I'll settle her in B tier. Phantom, this guy, Edgelord man. I'm getting you cancelled in Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. Honestly, don't. Twitter is a terrible place. There's literally nothing good there. You go on Twitter and then you find 20 things that make you mad and one thing that makes you less mad. Not even happy, by the way, just less mad, because that's how terrible Twitter is. Phantom. Phantom. I made a Facebook once. Facebook is fine, I think. Facebook is fine. Because Facebook, at least there, it's a lot of, like, you know, old people there nowadays. It's like what old people using Twitter. And there was IRL in real life growth, there's trapping. Jeez, man, that's horrible. Ontario. Device embedded above my throat presses against my neck. It is exactly what I need. Like a mask does, it conceals my sin and my voice. You'd like to hear my real voice. No, you can't. It isn't something you ought to bear. The song ended on all their lives. It came that night. Came that endless night. The song that would not stop. The quivering falsetto. And organ fragments that dispel from a throat. But horrified them suffocate. Okay, he's very edgelord. He's very much an edgelord. Okay, for some people he might be what's the word? For some people he might be high, maybe A tier to S tier. But I feel like in general, speaking from a generalist perspective, right, from a non-biased perspective, I feel like he'd probably be, if he was a husbando, he'd definitely be talking a lot of cryptic messages. And if you were, you know, his husband, right, you'd definitely be the one doing a lot of, like, you know, no, you're fine, you're okay, don't hurt yourself, you're so cool, or something like that. I feel like you'd be pulling a lot of weight if he was your husband, and I don't know. Like, that's not really a relationship, that's a one-way, like, you know, just, you know, fawning over someone. It's not really a relationship, per se. I'm probably gonna put him in C tier as well. Alright, W. She literally tried to kill us. Literally tried to kill us. But for good reasons, to be fair. To be fair to her. She had good reasons to, like, you know, nearly try and kill us when we restarted. Now, I don't know enough about her to really talk about her. But it seems, at least for now. Mention this too. I'm pretty curious. How you react when you start to remember what happened? For now, just remember this name, Teresa. Teresa. So she definitely has, you know, a reason to not like us. But she's definitely went past that part of her life, and now she's like, you know, man, I'm really addicted to coffee. You know, I do not blame you. Coffee's good stuff, man. Coffee's good stuff. Like, she has good reason to, like, you know, hate us. I just drink one and now I want more. It'd be like that sometimes, honestly. I tried coffee. Okay, personally, I'm not a coffee person, but there was one time that I drank coffee, and it was really, really good coffee. Like, really, really good stuff. I genuinely really liked that coffee back then. But I wouldn't say I'm someone that, you know, would drink it overly so. Maybe a little bit here and there, but not, like, you know, insanely too much. W. What can we say about her that hasn't already been said? She definitely has her reasons to hate us, but she definitely, like, you know, is slowly starting to like the new version of us. As a waifu, this is the equivalent. Okay, as a waifu, right? This is the equivalent of, you know, someone you used to hate that old version of you, but now, like, you know, but now that you've changed, right? She's like trying to give you a different chance. Bitter coffee. I don't really drink bitter coffee as often. I prefer to drink, like, mild coffee. Like, I drink my coffee with, like, maybe a packet of cream and a packet of sugar. I definitely don't like bitter coffee though. It's like not for me. I prefer more on the lighter side. So y'all abandon Himeko. I mean, not really, but to be fair, um, to be fair, um, in all three versions of the game, like Mihoyo's literally hinting that they're going to kill her again. So, you know, I don't think it's our fault. I think it's Mihoyo, like, literally trying to bait us into, like, you know, her dying again. But anyway, back on topic. W. I think she could be a strong B tier. She's around B or C. She's definitely not D. Mihoyo, please, happy ending. No, Mihoyo and happy ending are not two words that go together, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. But she's around B or C. I don't know, it's really difficult. Maybe B. Low B, low B. Okay, I'll be generous, low B for now. I think low B is, you know, a fair place. 4, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, 4 more to go. Weedy. Oh my god, this is another difficult character to talk about. I really wish she had more, like, you know, screen time, man. I really wish she had more screen time. Like, as of now, at least, I don't know enough about her, but she's definitely, like, you know, someone who likes to keep places clean. Okay, here's my personal opinion about Weedy, right? If you were to have Weedy as a waifu, you would definitely have to, like, work hard if you want to, like, you know, make the relationship work. Because she's very, at least from the dialogue I've read so far, she's definitely someone who is, like, very difficult to talk to at first. Once you have her, like, you know, in the mood to talk right, she's definitely someone who, like, you know, has a lot to say. And she's definitely someone who, like, you know, can work if you're willing to put in the effort for her. I'm willing to ball her into high A tier. Maybe not higher than Saria, but I think here's a decent spot for her. Yeah, I think this spot is decent for her, like, what, around mid B tier. So she's someone that definitely has a lot of, like, you know, working around to work with, but if you're willing to put in the effort, there's definitely a lot going for her. She's not a bad character per se. And it's not like you have to work very, very hard. You just have to, like, you know, it feels like a real relationship, you know what I mean? Like, it's not someone that you can just walk up to and then you can just talk to. You need to, like, have something in common at first. I think, yeah, I think she's a mid-B tier. I think she works. I think she's fine. Alright, Rosa. Rosa Pocarosa. Oh my god, okay. Man, another character the only thing I know about her is, okay, she was from a war-torn Ursus. She saw her friends die, and now she's come back and she's definitely doing a lot better nowadays. What can I say about her? I feel like maybe she's a low B tier. I think this is a decent spot to keep her in. I think this could work. Low B tier. I think this is a fair evaluation for her. Yeah, I think I'll keep her in low B tier for now. Alright. Wowzers, my head. Okay, wow, my head is actually starting to hurt. I'm not sure why, but I'm not feeling so well today. I think I'll end the stream here. Sorry for a short stream, but wow, my head is actually starting to hurt. I don't know why. But I'll continue this tier list some other time. At least for now, I think I'm happy with the ranking that I have so far. We've gone through quite a few characters. Alright, but if you guys enjoyed the stream, then do let me know, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.